HCTV.org.
Years is a long time, and that means there's a lot to celebrate. 2023 is Hamilton County's bicentennial year. Learn about the many planned fun and free activities by visiting hamcoturns200.com or follow Hamco Turns 200 on your favorite social media platform. 9 townships, 4 cities, 4 towns, 1 great year. See you there.
Phase 1 clinical trials. Probably not something you think about every day. Fortunately, we do. Because at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we do just about anything for the health and well-being of our community. Providing access to even more potentially groundbreaking Phase 1 clinical trials is just one of the ways we're doing that. Let's take this journey together. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
In Hamilton County, Indiana, no matter what day of the week it is, the weekend is always on tap. Drink and dine, look and listen, explore and play. Any day of the week, Why wait for the weekend? Visit Hamilton County, Indiana, where the weekend is closer than you think.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Class 6A football on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, Bastion Solutions, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Realtor, the Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, Blades, Audio, Video, and Security, Hamilton County Bicentennial, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Mosquito Masters. Welcome to Beaver Stadium on the campus of Noblesville High School. Friday night football on a beautiful night for football. Not a cloud in the sky. Temperature just absolutely ideal. The band trying to get the crowd into it here. I'm Brad Silbert along with Sean Blades, and we also have Perry Williams here today. He's a little bit under the weather, so we may not hear too much from him. But, Sean, we got the tale of two teams that are kind of at the opposite end of the spectrum for the season.
Yeah, you got the Royals coming in here, I believe ranked as high as number 2 in the state, undefeated, obviously undefeated in the conference. Millers, who coming in with high expectations this season, have stumbled a little bit, played a couple opponents tough, but coming off 2 pretty rough weeks against Zionsville and Franklin Central, and looking to turn it around tonight. And, you know, Coach Kelly's going to have his team prepared and ready to go, and you believe Coach Sharp is doing the same. So never take it for granted. On paper, this looks like it should be a one-way game, but, you know, they're 16, 17-year-old kids, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we had an interview on the air the other day with Coach Kelly, and one of the things we talked about is the focus for the team. And one of the things he does is, you know, they prepare week by week, and they're obviously undefeated in the conference, undefeated overall. And it looks like if everything goes the way most people are predicting, that we could have a final week of the season, a regular season game between Brownsburg and Hamilton Southeastern, where the teams are undefeated. But I asked Coach when we talked to him specifically about how are we keeping the team focused? And he said, you know, quite frankly, he said, you know, their goal, they'd like to have the undefeated season. They'd like to go into that season against Brownsburg undefeated, but they have to do it 1 week at a time, and they have to really concentrate on things in that. So the Millers come in here tonight as kind of a they can be a spoiler for all practical purposes. Miller's typically a strong running offense, very strong in defense. Talk a little bit about their offense and defense, Sean.
Yeah, obviously Coach Sharp's offensive-minded coach runs a pretty distinct offense with that T formation. Looks to run the ball off tackle a lot, and we really had some big success with it early in the season. And last couple of weeks, teams are whether you say they're solving the riddle or whatever, but the last couple teams have had a pretty good game plan, and we failed to execute and take advantage of things they were taking away. And I know Coach Sharp, I was at a little bit of a practice this week, and they're putting in some new wrinkles, some new things to try to defeat what they saw the last couple weeks, and we'll see how it goes. And defensively, the Millers have really struggled this year. They're young and just seem to miss a lot of assignments. And looking at film, just getting in the wrong place at the wrong time. And football, of all the sports, Brad, you know how much I love the game of football. But it's unlike any other sport where, in baseball you get a hot pitcher, or basketball you get a couple hot players. In football, you need 11 guys to do their job and trust the other guys to do their job. When you start trying to do somebody else's job, you open up lanes, and good coaches, good teams will take advantage of that. So the Millers are struggling, got a lot to correct.
Well, one of the things that you mentioned previously was the fact that the Millers are mainly a ground team, and you just look at the statistics on it. They have passed the ball, attempted passes 35 times all season, with 11 of those being completed. They have run the ball 212 times for a total of 1,140 yards. So it's, just in looking at the stats, it's pretty obvious that Noblesville relies on the run from the get-go. And the Royals, they seem to mix things up quite a bit. They've got a couple good, 2 or 3 good running backs. They've got a couple good receivers out there. And in addition to that, Ty Bradle, their quarterback, he's very mobile. He doesn't like to run with the ball, but if he gets in a jam and sees an opening, he'll take off with it. And he's had a couple pretty good runs so far this season.
Yeah, HSC's definitely got some athletes. I know Coach Sharp's concerned with that. If my Oklahoma math's right, the Millers pass the ball about 12% of the time, according to what you just said. And again, Coach Wimmer always said you pass for one reason, so you can run. One thing I find interesting, and full disclosure, Coach Kelly from the HSC is one of my good friends, and I've known him since he was at Fishers. When he was out down at Seymour, I would make it a point to stop in and talk to him 2 or 3 times a year while he was down there, and see his progress and catch up with him personally. Great man. If you watch HSC's offense, Brad, it's not rocket science either. They run a lot of 2-back sets. They bring a guy in motion. By the time they snap the ball, they're a lot like Noblesville with 3 backs, 2 tight ends quite often. Mm-hmm. But they're really good at hitting you anywhere, at any time. Mm-hmm. And it's not, again, there's no magic playbooks. There's no super schemes that always work. Every play works if you execute it. And HSC just, at this point in the season, obviously is executing much better than their opponents.
Well, the Royals are ready to kick off to Logan Schaffner or Blake Widget.
It's going to be a touchback.
Touchback goes into the end zone.
Quite a leg on that kid, Brad. He booted that easily into the end zone. Yeah,
and there's not too much of a wind here tonight. What is here is light, and it was a little bit at Goot's back, but not anything real strong. So the Millers will have the first offensive possession of the game.
And the Millers going to have a few adjustments tonight. They're missing a few guys up front. Drew Page is going to bump over to center. We got a couple new guys. Mr. Cole's out on the left guard. We got a new left guard in there, a new left tackle, and Ransom McDermott has bumped out from left tackle to tight end. Backfield's still the same. The right side of the line's still the same. I would think you might see him run to the right side.
Landon Hughes in the middle under.
Now there's a new wrinkle that was put in this week. If you'll see, HSE came out in kind of a 6-man front, but their alignment's quite a bit different than what Franklin Central and Zionsville did. They actually aligned a little more inside. Last 2 weeks, teams have been aligning outside and slanting hard on us. They're still in a 6-2-3 look.
Yeah.
But the Millers have put in some more just straight ahead zone run plays rather than trying to pull guards all the time, and they may find a little success with that. That was 4 yards on first down, which was
make it 2nd and 6.
Much better than we were performing the last couple weeks.
Hughes under the center once again.
This is traditional power. You can see the guard
just
pull.
The power running there, and that run should have been stopped at about a 2-yard gain, but ended up with 4 yards on the gain there, and gives the Millers a 3rd and 2, which is what coaches like to see. They like those short 3rd down plays.
Yeah, and it's Miller's got to be happy so far. That's a pretty good start. Two pretty good plays. The offensive line's moving the line of scrimmage and opening up some running paths. So 3rd and 1.5, 3rd and 2 to start. HSE stays in that same front.
6 men up front.
And they're slanting hard too. It's going to be Widget off the right side. I believe he's going to get it. He got just over the 30-yard line.
Looks like they are going to give it to him. He was close, but he had to get to the 30, and he got it.
HSE is running a very similar style that we've seen the last 2 weeks. Again, what we would call looks like a 3-tech and a 5-tech, or heads up over the guard and tackle, and they're just slanting down pretty hard. And defensive ends are, the corners are really the ends, but they're playing 5 guys that are 5 yards off the ball, so they're really only got 6 guys down there in the box. It's a little different. The Millers would like to think they could get some yards off of this alignment.
Yeah, up the middle.
There's Trap. Defended pretty well.
Yeah, that one's not going anywhere. Going to probably get a yard out of that.
Coach Kelly knows. He admits that, this is such a unique style. It worries him.
Mm-hmm.
You can practice and practice and practice it all you want, but your scout team can't really duplicate the Millers as much as they've ran it now. So early on, and you're ready to make some adjustments if you need to.
Royals basically down to a 5-man front now with one further out to the left.
Yeah, they're kind of overloading this side to us. It looks like they've got a 0-tech, and they're going to throw the ball here to the flats.
First pass.
Gage Gully was open in the flats. Gets a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, a little overthrown, so that'll set up a 3rd and long for the Millers. I was a little surprised to see him throw on that play, Sean, but as you said earlier, to set that run up, you got to keep the passing game in there now and then and keep them guessing.
They're shuffling some guys in now. They're going to go to a pistol look here with
one running back, 3 wideouts.
No tight end this time.
Hughes, he's got a target there.
He's going to be about 4 yards short.
Got Blake Widget there. He goes out of bounds at right about the 45, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 5 situation. And it looks like the Millers are probably going to punt here as Jack Letourneau comes on the field.
Millers are 1 short. We got 10 guys out there.
Clayton Wilkie is back deep for the Royals. Yep, there comes number 11, Carter Richardson, running onto the field. 3 seconds on the play clock. And the Millers call a timeout. Let's remind you that celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200, and be sure to visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Facebook. And while you're over at Logan Street Signs and Banners, stop in and see our friends at Noblesville Trophies. They offer a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. You can contact them, 317-773-7391, or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com.
And Noblesville's got 11 guys out there. I noticed Gavin Kenyon, number 10's a long snapper, also an outside linebacker. I'd like to wish Gavin a happy 17th birthday today. His dad told me to say that. Gavin's a great kid. Good punt by Letourneau.
Yeah, Letourneau gets a nice punt off.
About 37 yards net gain on that. Oh, you'll take that. Now,
well, that one was high enough that the receiver, Clayton Wilkie, he had the Noblesville man right in his face, and so he just let it bounce, and it took not a big Noblesville bounce, but Royals a start, 1st and 10 at their own 33. Pretty good field position.
Brad, you got Bradle, quarterback, Jaden Alexander. They're coming out with his no tight end set, just going straight 2-by-2 here. Miller's in there. I guess that's a 3-4. It's almost a 3-3.
Alexander in motion. Jalen Alexander. Clayton Wilkie was in motion, excuse me. Pick up about a little over 4 there. Going to call it 2nd and 6 from the 37.
Now here's their traditional double tight. Bringing Alexander up beside the quarterback. Probably going to run off the left tackle here. We were there to set the edge. And,
trying to get around the outside. Good pursuit there on the part of the Millers, Sean.
This is a nice play by 47 for Noblesville there. Mac Linus, senior. Held his ground, got hands on him, and Millers were able to rally to the ball. Going to bring up an interesting 3rd and 3 here early.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 from the 40.
You got Peyton Daniels down here as a wide receiver, Brad. What's he all about? Is he a pretty good ball player?
Yes, he is. He's pretty quick.
And this is where I think, if you look, your corner is in a bad spot here on an island. And
it's actually Donovan Hamilton, number 1. They got a lot of double numbers here.
Oh. Pretty good coverage there by Jordan
Yeah,
Sharp.
Excellent coverage there by the Millers to force the Royals into a punt there.
Chris Degney had decent coverage on one. One ran a comeback route, Daniels, and was open for a minute. I thought that's where they were going with the ball, but they went ahead and tried to hit the drag across. And decent coverage by the Millers. Got to be happy about that. Noblesville had 8 stops last week against Franklin Central, which was pretty big for them.
That'll bring Braden Totten in to punt.
Magic Man, Logan Schaffner back deep, standing about the 25-yard line.
Always dangerous, Logan Schaffner.
Not much of a rush. That's a returnable kick. Kind of a low one. It's going to take a
Not as high as Totten usually gets him. He usually gets a lot of air under that ball, and that one's going to roll out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
He got about 43, 45 yards there. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's a good punt.
I miss Craig when he's here. He's got all the numbers dead on perfect. Well,
Craig's one of those that's got that photographic memory. He's very fortunate with that. Millers with their second possession of the game. 7:34 remaining here in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television Sports. Brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. I believe that was Blake Widget with the ball. Just barely got back to the line of scrimmage and then got driven back about 5 yards.
That's 45 for the Royals.
Shane Gastineau, he's one of the outside linebackers. A lot of double numbers here on the Royals, so we have to be careful when we call those.
Gastineau's playing off the edge there, and he just saw that play coming and attacked. Did a great job.
So no gain. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Miller spread it out here.
Hughes
try to run a little center screen, and
did he get back to the line of scrimmage? Now we're going to have a penalty flag in the backfield there.
We're going to have a roughing call. They got a little late shove. Number 6, is that 5 or 6 for?
I think it's
5.
Probably Dominic Burgett.
Yeah, he got a little late shove on the quarterback, and they're going to protect him.
Roughing the passer is the call. I did not see it happen, but so that'll be 15 yards, and that will give the Millers a first down.
It's a tough play. You're setting up a screen on purpose, so you're allowing those defensive linemen to be untouched where they think they got a clean shot. And I don't believe Hughes went to the ground or anything. Maybe I missed it, but they call it pretty tight.
I didn't see it happen, but what happened to that Miami quarterback the other night, I think it's got the officials probably a little bit, if they're going to err, they're going to err on the side of caution.
Yeah, keep the NFL out of
handoff inside. Again, just barely back to the line of scrimmage.
If you see the Millers really aren't moving HSC. HSC's guys are getting good leverage and extension, holding their ground, and just playing 2 gaps and the linebackers just filling. I mean, they're able to do this with 4 or 5 of their defenders back.
Royals they've got some size up front, but they also have a lot of quickness. And those linebackers and safeties are also very quick for the Royals. 2nd and 9. Hughes under center, hands it off again. This is Widget. He's got a little bit of a hole there, still going.
It was really good blocking on the right side with Brewer and Decker. Really drove that 5-tech back off the ball 3 or 4 yards, and that was
about a 5-yard gain on that. So it'll set up a 3rd and 4 from the 37. Miller's quickly up to the line. Hughes calling the signals from the line.
Want the freeze play.
Now they're set to go. That's a broken play there. The ball is lost, but I think that was Gage Gully who jumped on that.
Yeah,
he ends up with a loss of about 4 or 5 yards. It'll bring up a 4th and 8.
Snap was bobbled there.
Yeah.
Hughes, he tried to get control of it, but wasn't able to. There was a pulling guard that came through and knocked it loose. And
Jack Letourneau was in for his 2nd punt of the night.
Ooh, that was nearly blocked.
Just barely got it off there.
Pretty good kick. Now it's going to take a nice Miller roll as well.
Clayton Wilkie just lets that one roll. It goes dead at right about the 25 or 26-yard line.
Well, so far, not much fireworks in this game, Brad. A couple, I think Millers have 1 first down, and HSC has 0. And, well, maybe the Millers got another one of that penalty.
Yeah. About 10 miles west of us, Westfield has jumped out to a 7-0 lead over Avon. No score here from Beaver Stadium. 4:28 remaining in the first quarter. Second possession of the night for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Bradle gets it. Hands it to Jalen Alexander. Alexander down the sideline. He's finally spun out of bounds there at about the 41-yard line. Gets almost 15 yards on that, Sean. That was a good run.
Yeah, you'll see HSC's mixing up formations. They ran trips to the field that time and ran to the weak side. And number 1, Peyton Daniels, or is it Peyton Daniels or Hamilton's the wide receiver out there?
Donovan Hamilton will be the receiver.
Hamilton made a really nice block out there, and there was really nobody home.
Right up the middle again.
Yeah, they're attacking the weak side. They found something. There is a flag on the play this time. They might have got Daniels with a little bit of a hold.
Flag is at the 48 or 49-yard line.
Only good news for the Royals is that the penalty occurred 8 yards downfield, so it'll bring up a 1st and 12 roughly.
Yeah, that is going to be that will be a holding call. So it'll be about 1st and 11 or 12 it looks like. 1st and about 12. Ball is back on the 39-yard line.
See, and the Royals, based on this alignment, are seeing that they have a numbers advantage on that weak side, so they're exploiting it. Let's see how the Millers adjust.
Handoff once again inside to Wilkie.
About 5-yard gain there.
He gets about 4 or 5, trying to penetrate the what would be the right side of the Millers' defensive line.
72 big KJ Harvey coming in the game for the Millers. 6'2 senior.
Second and about 6. Keep it on the ground.
Nice play there by Austin Hastings. They tried to run to the strong side that time, and the Millers were there ready to make the play. Austin Hastings wearing a new number tonight, number 51.
Yeah, he used to be 45, I believe.
Yeah, I think there's a shot he might have to play some O-line tonight with the injuries we've had. He was one of the better linemen I ever coached at the youth level as a left tackle, believe it or not.
Well, he just stood Wilkie right up. Or Alexander, rather.
Royals have only thrown the ball one time. This is 3rd and 6. It may or may not be a passing down. I would think they will try to throw it here. They're looking weak side to that single receiver.
Did you see that circus catch? Wow. Donovan Hamilton had excellent coverage from the Millers. He just jumped up over everybody and took that ball in.
It was a wonderful catch.
Good catch, and gives the Royals a first down. Take a look at this.
He just ran a hitch to the sticks and went up with one hand and brought it down.
Just jumped up right over Cole Richardson to make the play.
Another run off the weak side there, and they found a seam. He's gone.
This is going to be Jalen Alexander, and it's going to be a Royals touchdown. So that will be a 47-yard touchdown for the Royals. Jalen Alexander.
Here comes a replay. You'll see it's just a simple zone run off the left side. The Royals open up a real nice hole. Bring 55 up on the linebacker. Great block. And it seemed like maybe some guys were missing. I don't know. Great run. Great blocking.
Carter Goodin to attempt the extra point. The extra point is good. So with 2:56 remaining in the first quarter, Royals jump out to a 7-0 lead over the Millers. Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylor Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, and reliable insights, fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. As a leader in Central Indiana Sports Medicine, Community Health Network has a deep line of orthopedic and sports medicine specialists to keep you playing at the top of your game. Whether it's a pulled muscle or a torn ACL, community physicians are helping area athletes remain active and competitive. For more information, visit ecommunity.com/sports. So the Royals jump out to the early lead here at the 2:56 mark of the first quarter. Out to a 7-0 lead there on that 47-yard run by Jalen Alexander.
Yeah, it was a nice play. They were working on that left side, working until they found something, and
right up the middle too. Then he ended up hugging the sideline on the way down. Carter Goot, who kicked the ball into the end zone to start the game. Let's see if he gets a good foot into it this time. This is short.
Schaffner's got a little bit of room.
Yeah. Made a nice return there. He picked that ball up at I believe about the 15 or 20 yard line, and got about at least 15 yards back on it. Got to the 31. So the Millers have got pretty good field position to start with.
And Landon Hughes bringing them back out. They're sticking in the tee. The Royals are sticking in their look here.
It's Widget with the ball.
About 3 off the right side.
3-yard gain, as Sean said. Make it a 2nd and 7 for the Millers. Millers going with the no huddle. Getting the signals from the sideline. Once again, right up the middle. This time close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, Schaffner on the trap play. Nice run there. Found a little bit of seam that time. It's a deceiving play, and it's tough to defend.
It was a good fake.
You can see Royals are showing a blitz. Now they're walking their linebacker down right to that zero tech and just going to try to add a body there, and he's coming.
Got the first.
Yeah, got the right play call for that, going off tackle. Be a first down for the Millers.
So Gage Gully picks up the first down. Schaffner, Gully, and Widget in the backfield. Another handoff into the middle there, trying to get outside is Gage Gully, and he gets about 3 or 4 yards on that play before the Royals converge on him.
Yeah, it was a very nice little gain off the left tackle, power play. Again, the Millers are also saying, okay, here's how they're going to line up. Here's what we can do to mix it up. Here's how we can block this. So you look for each team to go back and forth with some adjustments. I think the Royals have really stacked down tighter now with the A gaps. You can see the two players between the guard and the center stacked in there pretty tight. So
yeah, they are.
Millers are going to have to try to run off tackle. Yeah,
I think that's going to cost the Millers 5 yards on an illegal procedure.
Yeah, that's
left guard looked like he jumped.
Yeah, it's Mayor Kelvey. His first start tonight. Got a little anxious there.
So instead of being 2nd and 7, that'll make it 2nd and 12 from the 42.
Gabe Bellum's going to come in, and we're going to take one of our.
Gage Gully goes out to the right. So does Blake Widget. Schaffner, the only back left in there.
Aiden Brewer's coming in, and you got Gabe Bellum on the left wing. They could run the ball off the left side here, or they could throw it.
Quick out, boy! That was picked up, or almost. It was knocked down by Griffin Haas.
Yeah, it was just a double slant route, and he just looked and threw it. I mean, it wasn't really a read there. It was just throw it.
Yeah. It was one of those plays where they design the thing and say, you be here, and that's where I'm throwing to. Make it 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 now. Schaffner, the only one in the backfield. 3 wideouts this time for the Millers.
Pretty sure you're just going to see him throw it up to Brewer here. Yeah, he's open if we get it to him.
Oh, nice defense there.
Just late. He was there. He had the post. He had 3 or 4 yards on his guy early, but it was just a little bit late to get the ball to him.
Mason Wright with the good defensive mood for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. So that'll make it 4th and 12. That'll force the 3rd punt of the night for the Millers, bringing Jack Letourneau back on the field.
Only about 2 seconds left in the first quarter, so this will be the last play. Royals bringing a lot of guys. Letourneau able to get the punt off.
Wilkie with it down the sideline. Ends up going out of bounds at close to the 45-yard line. That will end the first quarter of play with the Royals over the Millers 7-0. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. 1 quarter is in the books. The Hamilton Southeastern Royals with a 7-0 lead. And Sean, both teams have really done what we predicted they'd do in that first quarter.
Yeah, Noblesville's trying to run the ball quite a bit, and HSC's mixing it up, but they're looking to run the ball as well. And a little tighter first quarter for both teams. HSC's kind of started finding something there in that last drive, so we'll see how they that carries over. That punt there, we have actually the Nobles only had a net gain of 13 after the return, but then there was a late hit, so we actually lost 2 yards on the punt.
Oh, my. Bradle alone in the backfield, 4 wideouts. He's looking for Alexander. Is he going to get him? Intercepted. No, they're saying incomplete.
There's a holding in the backfield on the Royals, I do believe.
Yeah, I see the flag there now. I thought the Millers had that intercepted, Sean. Let's take a look at that. That is going to be holding on the Royals.
Yeah, they just went empty and on first down decided to air it out a little bit. I'm watching. I don't know if if I saw the holding. But, yeah, Chris Degney almost had that picked off.
Yeah, I thought he had it. He got in front of it, and there was no way that Donovan Hamilton was going to catch that ball, Sean. The only one who had a chance to catch it was Degney. The bottom line is the Royals lose a bunch of yardage on that. They lose about 12, 13 yards on that. So this is going to be Eli Brantman, the ball carrier. Brantman trying to penetrate that front line of the Millers. And
that holding call is a big call because it took place in the backfield as well. So
yeah,
they lost 13 or 14 yards. It's going to be a 2nd and 20. Just different styles. Coach Kelly's a zone guy, and you'll see that the Royals like to just get a hat on a hat zone, let the running back pick a spot. Where the Noblesville style offense is really a specific hole they've picked, and it's a whole completely different blocking scheme.
The Millers are going to take a timeout, so we'll remind you that since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or simply visit their website, www.cchalaw.com. Church, Hiddle, and Antrim. Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Realtors. She is a full-service hometown realtor who's committed to helping you navigate this real estate market. Have any questions about buying or selling your home? Call Carmo for help today. Jamie Carmesino, 317-490-3735. Sean, I'm assuming that what Coach Sharp wanted to talk about here is they've got the Royals in about a 2nd and 19 place right now, and how to set up the defense on this.
Yeah, the Royals come back out in that 2-by-2 set. This is what they started the game in with single running back. Just looking to run the ball. Very well defended early by great Grayson Owens, I believe, made the play in the backfield and slowed him down just enough to get help there. Got a shaken up Royal on the play.
Yeah, Jalen Alexander was the ball carrier. The Royal is Jeremiah Mercado. Oh, correction, I'm sorry, that Teddy Johnson.
He kind of went down awkwardly there. Hope that he bounces up quickly.
He's down there, and the training staff is coming out there to look at him. And always a tense minute when you have the injuries like that. And that injury that happened in the game the other night down there, Miami? On their quarterback was, it was bad, but it could have been a lot worse too than that. But it looks like Johnson is sitting up now. He's going to get a little help.
It's a leg of some sort.
Yeah.
Boy, I just hope it's not serious. You hate to see any kid lose any time in high school.
Yeah, he's not putting any weight on that left leg.
Coach Kelly was out there checking on him and waved for some big guys. The trainers were going to have – he's a big dude. They were going to have trouble getting him off of there, so he got some help. It's Lord willing. I hope he just tweaks something, and it's going to be fine here soon.
Well, the Royals have got a 3rd and 15 here, Sean. What do you think is going through Coach Kelly's mind on a 3rd and 15 play?
You know, in this field position, and again, he's not the coordinator. I'm sure he has a lot of influence. In this position, you just want to get 8 or 10 yards because it's probably 4-down territory. You get inside the 40, you're probably going to go for it, and they're motioning to empty. Setting up a screen, and very well played, but
they're not going to get the first down.
No, Zach Lee was there and hit him, and again, the Royals were really good at running through contact, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 8 or 9, and again, in this position, it looks like Coach Kelly's going to go ahead and punt. Probably the right call.
It was complete to Clayton Wilkie. Got a 4th and 9 from the 39.
This is a spot that if you do have a good fake punt in your back pocket, you could run it because you're not going to risk doing too much. But I'm sure he'd be happy if he could pin the Millers back if they're inside their 20.
Todd normally gets a pretty high kick off of his foot. I'm sure he's not going to try to drill it, but try to keep it out of the end zone. Ooh. That one does a Royal bounce. That thing bounced at the 5 and just kind of went parallel to the 5-yard line, and it's finally down at the 4-yard line. So excellent punt there by Braden Totten to get the ball not only inside the 20 but inside the 5-yard line. So the Millers are going to start with the worst field position that either team has had so far tonight.
Yeah, that looked like one of my sand wedges on a good day there. Everything hit at the 5 and just kind of bit right there.
Yeah, it did.
That's what Coach Kelly's hoping for. That's why you punt there. And you can see the way that we're being defended tonight, the way the Royals are defending us. We're not going to give up a 70-yard trap more than likely because they've got 3 guys deep just in case we can get rid of the big play. It's like Big Drew Page's.
Schaffner, Gully, and Widget in the backfield.
Page is still at center. Yeah, there's the trap play. He actually busts through there, gets about 6 yards.
Yeah, nice play.
Trying to see. We got Miller
looked like
up here.
Jeremiah Mercado looked like he made the correction. Jack Seifert. Once again, the Royals have got a lot of double numbers here, folks.
Yeah. Merrick Helvey's at left tackle. He was filling in tonight. He's out, so I'm trying to see who's at left tackle right now for the Millers because we're down to pretty deep in the roster. There's
on the ground once again, back to about the line of scrimmage. Not much more.
Yeah, that's the buck sweep to Widget. Gets maybe a yard. It's going to be a third and around 3.
Looks like Evan Sherrill was in on that one. So 3rd and 3 from the 10. Miller's in desperate need of a first down here, Sean, to get this thing a little bit further from that goal line.
Yeah, they'd like to get 3 or 4 yards and get at least one first down on this drive.
Inside once again. Will they get the first down or not? That's going to be it's going to be close.
They got it this time.
They did
They're
it.
out to the
They
15.
did. Yep. They give him the 15. He needed to get to the 14. Good job by the Millers to get that first down and get that ball out of the shadow of the end zone.
See, this is Brad as a Noblesville fan. If you're a fan or a player, you're looking at this game going, here's one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the state, and it's 7-0 halfway through the second quarter. This is where you have to start believing, we can compete. We can do some things here. But, again, we're misaligned. Play clock's running down. Down under 5 seconds here on the snap.
From the shotgun. In the air, that's going to be way overthrown.
We actually had a step out there. Widget was Widget on Gastineau's, a matchup they probably liked. And
that ball was overthrown by a good 5 to 10 yards.
Yeah, Hughes threw that thing about 55 yards in the air.
Yes, he did.
I'd like to say I could do that back in high school, but that would be a lie.
Maybe I could throw a baseball that far, but a football, I don't think so.
Well, that was interesting on first down. Open it up a little bit and found something. The plays are there.
Looks
Nothing
like
else to give the Royals something to think about.
Looks like they might go to the pass again here.
I predict they're going to run off the left side, but what do I know? Nope, they're throwing a slant.
That one is complete.
Aiden Brewer,
the tight end, makes his first reception of the game.
He's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he gets 6 yards on that play. Out to about the 21.
Number 54, Curtis Gordon, back in, playing a little bit tonight. Curtis, his older brother was a good lineman for the Millers not long ago. Was his name Eric Gordon? Was that his name? He was a good player.
I think so. Perry might know that.
Yep. Perry, you had me a light here last week where I could see. Now I can't see. I'm holding you responsible. 3rd and 4. Back to the tee. Just going to run a power left. It's going to be about 2 yards short.
About a yard or two short. Once again, Sean, a good effort by both teams. Miller is trying to move that front line back of the Royals, and the Royals just dig in. And it'll be 4th. Officially, we're going to call it 2 from the 23. And it looks like the Millers may go for it here.
Yeah, 4th and 2, 7-point game just before half. I'm not sure I'm with you on this call, but that's why I'm not the head coach. We're going to get a timeout.
Millers are going to call a timeout. So we'll remind you that Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facility to how we can serve you better. So whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades AV security team can serve your business better. Millers have changed their mind here, Sean. Looks like they are going to punt now.
Yeah, I actually sent a text message down, Coach Sharp, and asked him to punt. Just kidding, I really didn't. But I'm glad we're punting, I think.
Ooh, almost tipped.
Blocked, but got it off, and that's going to get a good roll. That's going to get a – that's a real turn of field.
Inside the 30-yard line, still rolling, going out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Great punt there by the Millers. That was almost blocked, but Letourneau got off a fantastic punt there, and the Royals will take over at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big way to flip the field there because it wasn't looking so hot.
I noticed Letourneau, when he punts, though, Sean, he's not quite as far back as most typical punters are. He's a little bit closer.
He's supposed to be at 15. I haven't noticed that. Maybe he's
looked to me like he was about 12 or 13 back.
Yeah, looks like the Royals flinched there. They had a
illegal procedure penalty. That'll add 5 more yards to the first down.
They're setting something up there out of that trips motion as well.
So that'll put the ball back at the 22-yard line, make it 1st and 15.
I think they're looking to throw a little bubble screen over there behind those trips, or they were going to try to hit the alley between the trips because their alignment's a little different than usual. 3
wideouts to the right. Jalen Alexander in the backfield. He gets about maybe a yard or 2 on that, Sean. That was good defense by the Millers there, coming in and filling up that gap.
Yeah, they playing a little bit better up front, and you know the front 3 of the Millers is looking really sharp tonight. And they've been in on a lot of plays, and even when they've missed tackles, they've been holding running backs up long enough to let the linebackers get there. So
it's going to make it 2nd and 13 from the 23. Bradle to throw. He's got a man open.
Really nice open field tackle by Trey Speak.
Yeah, that was Clayton Wilkie with the reception, and he got another 2 or 3 yards, so it'll make a 3rd and 10 for the Royals from their own 27, which was the original line of scrimmage before they got called for the penalty.
Right, that's where the punt went out of bounds. If you look at that alignment, you felt like they had something brewing, but Trey Speak really made up a lot of ground in a hurry. Now Millers are actually dropping back into more of a cover 2 look here.
Bradle looking, throwing long. That's going for Donovan Hamilton.
Yeah, it was pass interference multiple times there.
Did he catch I think he caught the ball, though.
He did catch the ball, and there was interference. He was grabbed 2 or 3 times. Jordan Sharp kind of got him behind him, and if you watch this replay, if you can see it.
And he's still down. Good grab by Hamilton.
He kind of fell awkwardly after the grab.
Yeah, he kind of rolled over backwards and landed on his back. He's on his knees right now.
Well, 3rd and 10, and they picked up about 34 yards. So that's a big play for the Royals.
Yeah. And, of course, the Royals will turn down that penalty, take the 30-yard gain over the 15-yard penalty. And in high school, pass interference is not a spot foul. Oh, I see Perry gave you some white, Sean.
Yeah, thank you, Perry. I complain a little bit, and he comes out and pulls a.
Is Perry the light of your life?
He is. Perry is a very bright spot in my life.
Just so he doesn't start singing "You Light Up My Life." Just so Perry doesn't start singing. Period.
Maybe next week.
1st and 10 from the 39.
Here comes a jet motion.
Bradle.
Take the jet and a little roll out.
Pops it over to the side. Overthrown, out of bounds.
That was intended for John McCoy. Is that number 13?
Yes.
Ran a little hitch route, about 12-yard comeback route, and ball's a little high.
So that'll make it 2nd and 10 from the 39. Clock stopped with 5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the first half. Royals with a 7-0 lead.
Another unique formation with the trips left and tight end right. It's looking to run up the
Oh,
middle.
my. Miller's had that one figured out.
It's Gavin Kenyon, the birthday boy, fills the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I think they had that one figured out before the ball was even snapped, Sean. Great defense there by the Noblesville Millers.
That formation, his read was obviously the tailback, and he just went right at him with a direct line.
So the last time the Royals had a 3rd and 10, they picked up about 30. And the toss to Donovan Hamilton, who's still, no, he's back in there. He's out there to the right.
Why'd you have to bring that up? Little different look. They're looking to throw the ball. Very little rub route out there. Went really well.
That's going to be complete, and it's going to be another first down.
Number 33, that's Silas Newton. He was the number 1 receiver out there on the combo route. The number 2 kind of ran a rub route outside, and he ran underneath it, and his man kind of got picked, and really with no contact, nothing illegal. He just, those kind of deceptive crossing routes make it really tough for a DB to cover that inside route.
Royals moving the ball. Jalen Alexander with it. There's a fumble on the play. Millers pick up the ball. They've got it.
Trey Speak trying to, for his life, to return that. Big play, big turnover for the
There
Millers.
was no whistle on that. The Royals were marching down the field, and they turned the ball over. Big play there, big defensive play there for the Millers.
Good, yeah, they stripped him.
Yeah.
Okay. Score update in the second quarter over in Westville. It's Westfield Shamrocks 7 and Avon Orioles 7.
Only the second fumble of the season for the Royals.
I think maybe Austin Hastings was in on that because he sure was celebrating. He might have got a hold on. There's the counter play.
Right up the middle once again for about 4 or 5.
It's the first time we've seen counter, and again against these 4-man fronts. We should be able to run our whole playbook, but again, that's where with HSC playing the D they're playing, they're not going to give up a big play. 5 or 6 yards is probably going to be a big play tonight. A little under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Millers have to be happy with where they're at. Royals are in the lead, and there's the trap play. Nothing doing.
Maybe a yard on that. It looks like they might have gotten out to the 26. So it'll be a 3rd and 4.
And Brad, as a coach, at this point in the game, about the halftime, you start thinking about the coin toss. And Millers did receive the opening half kickoff, so Royals will be receiving the second half kickoff. That comes into play if you're Coach Sharp.
Oh, yeah.
You really would like to get some points on the board here.
3 wideouts in for the Millers. See what Hughes does here.
Play clock's under 5. Yep. They're confused.
They're going to either have to call a timeout or take a 5-yard penalty.
We have no timeouts left, so it's going to be a delay game.
Okay, yeah, they were. I forgot that. They were out of timeouts. They used one early there in the first quarter. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And instead of 3rd and 4, it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 21. Miller still showing pass. Widget going over to the left side this time. 1 running back, 3 wideouts. Hughes from the shotgun drops back, puts the ball up. That's going to be overthrown by another 5 yards.
They tried to run a combo route with Brewer running a post. Ran a Will with the number 2 there and just didn't really get any separation. Hughes, that's a good place to put the ball. If you're going to do that well covered, you got to overthrow it. Otherwise, you got to make a perfect pass.
So Jack Letourneau will come in and punt once again. Last time he got off about a 50 to 55-yard punt.
Yeah, as the Millers there, I'd like to see him burn a little clock. I mean, They burnt maybe 40 seconds, I want to say. I think it was under 4 minutes when we got the ball. And
Clayton Wilkie back to receive. This one
punt.
not quite as long, but Wilkie should be able to return this. Headed toward the middle. Three Millers converge on him, led by number 36, Monty Atkins.
Big Monty.
He got about, he didn't get much more than about 5 yards back on that, Sean.
No, and Gavin Kenyon was down there. You get our long snapper linebacker. He's unblocked, and he gets down on the face of that guy every time.
Yeah.
It just causes, a little bit of a delay. It makes him make a decision and let our guys catch up a little bit.
Royals will have the ball. 2 minutes, 31 seconds remaining here. They're at the Miller 45. Royals would like to take an opportunity to possible double dip here and put something on the board here before the end of the half, and then they get the ball to start the second half. Out to the right.
Very good play by Chris Degny to defeat that block and make the play. Royals were in 2-by-2, and they motioned to trips and had something, and you're looking for your two receivers to block two guys. And
they were lucky to get 3 yards on that.
One heck of a play by Chris Degny to beat that block and make the play. That's good football right there.
Degny doesn't make that play, and that's a big yardage play.
These are Channel 40 guys with the wire hanging right across here?
I think it is.
I'm going to cut it. Just kidding. All right. I'm going to run the ball this time.
Brantman with the ball.
Found a little something up the middle. He's going to be about a yard short.
He's close to the first down. Probably got about a yard to go.
Well, HSC does have all 3 of their timeouts remaining, Brad, so they got a little bit of something to work with here.
Down to 1 minute and 40 seconds. Ball is at the 36-yard line. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Bradle takes the snap. Brantman with the ball. He's got some running room. He's still on his feet. Down to the 20-yard line.
He's running through tackles. He ran through 2 tackles out there, both of our safeties.
15-yard gain on that play.
Clock's going to stop as they move the chains. You can see.
Take a look at Brantman. He breaks 1, 2. There's the second. There's the third. There's the fourth. Finally, the fourth tackle.
Great, strong
is the
run.
one that got him. The clock is running.
Tripped right again. They're going to go.
Putting it up in the air. Donovan Hamilton is there, and he's got it. He's got it for the Royals touchdown.
Yeah, they just went backside, had a one-on-one matchup, and got something they liked. And
21 yards.
See the replay here. There's Donovan Hamilton out there one-on-one with the Millers DB.
He ended up being almost wide open there.
Yeah, he got behind him.
The extra point by Carter Good is good, so 1:04 remaining here in the first half. Now Royals 14, Millers nothing. You want to be part of a cutting-edge business? Bastion Solutions is hiring. Voted one of the best places to work in Indiana. We're a growing team making an impact on the community and the world. As a Toyota Advanced Logic company, Bastion Solutions is committed to our employees, offering a comprehensive benefit package and career growth potential. We're recruiting for our corporate headquarters in Carmel and our manufacturing facilities in Westfield and Greenfield. Apply now at bastionsolutions.com. When we work, the world works. Take back your yard. No more bug spray and no more bites. Enjoy a mosquito-free season with our barrier spray treatment. Our treatment is safe for pets and people, but deadly for mosquitoes. Family-owned, dependable service. Contact us at 317-402-5890 or on the web at www.mosquitomastersindy.com.
But that was big. That was a big turn of events there. We had the ball after a turnover. Millers had the ball a little under 4 minutes and couldn't make anything happen. Now it's HSC capitalizes. It's 14-0. And HSC's getting the ball to start the second half, so we'll see what the Millers choose to do here.
Carter Goop kicks it to Logan Schaffner. He's got a full head of steam, but he gets caught just inside the 30-yard line. I thought he was going to break away there at about that 32, Sean. I mean, he was like a steam engine coming down the tracks, man.
He's slippery.
Yeah. So the Millers will have a first down at the 30 with 56.1 on the clock. Thank you for joining us here on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. I'm Brad Silver, along with Sean Blades, and also sitting over there in the corner and supporting us is Perry Williams. Lucas Lacone on the camera tonight, our producer-director Jim Wofford. Thanks to those guys for taking care of all the technical work for us. Once again, just barely back to the line of scrimmage is Schaffner.
Well, they spread it out a little bit there, but then they just ran Schaffner on the ISO, and no gain on the play. HSC is going to take timeout. This is the benefit of having 3 timeouts, not having to burn them. And now they can.
Jack Seaforth and Griffin Haas had that timeout. Royals called the timeout, excuse me. Well, we got a moment with a timeout. Let's remind you here if I can find the right page. Here we go. Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specializes in last-minute signage and banners, serving in Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them at 317-773-7200. Be sure to visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com, and follow them on Facebook. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Exactly 51 seconds remaining here in the first half. Royals use their first timeout, thinking maybe they might have a chance to possibly get this ball back again here with a 2nd and 10 play.
Millers are spreading it out again. Hughes is looking to throw.
He's got time.
Scrambling around. He's
got a target down there. Who comes down with it?
16.
Royals come down with it. It's Adam Gerstner with the interception.
There is a penalty. I believe it might be roughing. Holding on the Millers.
Yep.
Holding on the Millers. That will be declined.
That pass was intended for Chris Degney.
It was Aiden Brewer. He was thrown at the Aiden Brewer
excuse
out there.
me. Yep. Read one line too high. Sorry about that.
Are they calling that incomplete? Because I'm a little confused here of why our offense is still on the field.
Okay, they did call the penalty. The Royals declined the penalty. Now they're moving the sticks. And the Royals offense is coming on, and they'll have the ball at about the, looks like the 39-yard line with 42.8 seconds remaining here.
Millers are going to stay with.
So what's your 42.8 second drill like, Sean?
Well, for 6th grade, it's not much, but I would imagine Coach Kelly's looking to get about 30 yards here. Got 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to even run the ball if he wanted to mix it up. And he's definitely throwing.
Bradle's got time.
Got a lot of time.
He's going to go right up the middle. Ends up gaining a yard. Well, the Royals do call their 2nd timeout. They gain a yard on that. Got to credit the Noblesville defense with that one, Sean, because Ty Bradle had all the time in the world to scramble on that, and he still couldn't get it off because of the coverage.
Well, Noblesville dropped to 3 safety look, clear pre-snap, knowing that HCC is trying to get the ball down the field. We covered routes well, stayed over the top, stayed under. And in that amount of time, usually somebody breaks free. But
yeah.
To Bradle's credit, he didn't throw the ball up for grabs. He protected it and was able to get a couple yards out of it.
Well, that play took 9 seconds off the clock, and about 8 of those 9 seconds were Ty Bradle scrambling to try to find a receiver. But he did end up gaining 2 yards, so it will be 2nd down and 8 from the 41. And the Royals are down to 1 timeout here. But the other thing is they probably were trying to go to the outside receivers to try to get somebody along the sidelines to get out of bounds and not use a timeout. Royals coming up to the line of scrimmage. They got 3 wideouts to the left.
Yeah, they got tight right, trips left. I'd be surprised if Coach Kelly just does something. Well, he's going to.
Short pass to Hamilton. Hamilton gets the first down at about the 48.5.
There is a flag. That's going to either be a hold or a legal man downfield, just judging by the guy that threw it. It's called a legal formation. I think they had too many guys in the backfield.
They are pointing toward the Royals, so that play is going to come back.
Holding. Okay.
That'll be a spot foul. Boy, that'll be a big one, Sean, because that's a good 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that 10-yard penalty is going to cost the Royals dearly here.
Yeah, Coach Kelly may just go conservative here, knowing he's getting the ball back.
At second down.
He's trying to throw a screen, but
that one's incomplete.
Zach Lee is the screen sniffer tonight. He's sniffing those out. He sees it coming and does a great job. It's tough to teach your D lineman that discipline, but he's figured it out. He's done a good job with that this season.
I've got to believe at this point, with 3rd and long, that the Royals are not going to pass here. With 22 seconds left, if they in one timeout, unless they can get something done here on the ground.
Yeah, they're just going to run the ball and be happy with a 14-0
lead. They'll go into the locker room here with a 14-0 lead. So first half of this game between the Millers and the Royals is in the books. It's the Hamilton Southeastern Royals 14, Noblesville Millers nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
200 years is a long time, and that means there's a lot to celebrate. 2023 is Hamilton County's bicentennial year. Learn about the many planned fun and free activities by visiting hamcoturns200.com or follow Hamco Turns 200 on your favorite social media platform. 9 townships, 4 cities, 4 towns. One great year. See you there.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time. To pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
In Hamilton County, Indiana, no matter what day of the week it is, the weekend is always on tap. Drink and dine, look and listen, explore and play. Any day of the week. Why wait for the weekend? Visit Hamilton County, Indiana, where the weekend is closer than you think.
Phase 1 clinical trials. Probably not something you think about every day. Fortunately, we do. Because at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we do just about anything for the health and well-being of our community. Providing access to even more potentially groundbreaking Phase 1 clinical trials is just one of the ways we're doing that. Let's take this journey together. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Being part of a community is more than just living in the same place. It's sharing the same values, like honesty and compassion. For the caregivers of Community Health Network, that means always being open and upfront about how much treatment will cost, and working hard to find ways to help you cover those costs. Because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. Halftime here. The Hamilton Southeastern Royals leading at the Noblesville Millers 14-0. And Sean Blades is here with me today, and he has got a special guest there with him, a young man whose last name is Fogg, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Not Phineas, is it? Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get this headset on you. And he's with the Noblesville Grinders. So, Sean, take it away, and you guys have a good time.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. We wanted to get a little attention to our team. Max is our on the Grinders this year. We're 7-1, having a great season. Max, the sixth grader, first year playing football. He's our kicker, wide receiver, safety. Max, what are you thinking so far of the Grinder season?
Going great. Just hope we can finish the year out with a championship.
I like the way you think. Well, we got the HSC Mudsock Knights tomorrow, which we were playing the HSC tonight. What do you think of them? We watched a little film. What do you think our chances are tomorrow, Max?
I think our chances are pretty good. I hope we win.
All right, Max, what's been your favorite part of playing football this year?
Hitting people and getting interceptions.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Max. We really appreciate you representing the Grinders and look forward to finishing the season with you, buddy.
Yep.
It'll be on demand. Good job. You can tape that, send that. You can post it anywhere you want. Turn off your mics. These are. Welcome back to IHSAA Class 6A football. The Noblesville Millers and the Hamilton Southeastern Royals here from Beaver Stadium. I'm Brad Silbert. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. Our game tonight presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, Bastion Solutions, the Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Realtor, the Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, Blades, Audio, Video, and Security, the Hamilton County Bicentennial Committee, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Mosquito Masters of Indianapolis. I'm Brad Silbert along with Sean Blades. Sean, we're just about ready to go with second half action here. Royals with a 14-0 lead here. A couple big plays actually led to their scores. One of them a 49-yard run by Jalen Alexander. The other a 21-yard pass completion to Donovan Hamilton, and that's been it for the scoring so far in this game.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, the Millers defense has to be happy with getting a few stops, getting the ball back, getting a turnover. But the offense just has to get clicking here. The Royals will get the ball to start. The Turno's kick is going to be fielded about the 5-yard line.
Royals bring it back from the 5 out to the 20, 25, and that's all the farthest she wrote.
Okay, there's a penalty flag right at the spot of the tackle. It's going to be a hold, could be
maybe a face mask.
Maybe a targeting call, too. I saw some guys kind of flying in there awkwardly. So,
well, here comes the referee. Let's see what the signal is.
It's actually
here.
Holding on HSC. I believe it's a preliminary call. Yeah, blocking the back, I believe, is that call.
I believe that's what that was called. That'd be a 15-yard penalty, or half the distance to the goal. We'll put it back at about the it's a 10-yard penalty.
You know, it's a good time, Brad, to mention, too, and being involved in coaching so long and still doing it a little bit at the younger youth level, is there's a real shortage of officials right now.
Yes, there is.
So the more people that are out there want to make a little extra money, get yelled out a little bit, drive around the state, we sure could use more officials. HSC tries to run off tackle. Again, the Millers defense up front is winning a lot of battles. They're looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah, they are. They lost a half a yard on that one.
No, HSC's decimated a little bit with some injuries now, and they lost another player tonight, and I'm sure that starts to show.
Well, Donovan Hamilton went down hard, but he came back rather quickly. But that front line needs all the help that they can get with the way this defensive line is for the Millers.
Yeah, HSC's going to a double tight set here.
Bradle with the quarterback option. He's got a little bit of running room. He gets about past the 25, maybe to the 26 or 27. Took a little bit of a stutter step there, and
he was
he ended up picking about 7 yards on that play, out to about the they're going to put it at the 27-yard line.
Looked like he was looking to throw the slant up top to Donovan Hamilton, but he stopped and just took the ball off the left side. It may have been a design quarterback draw. I don't know. It definitely was some good blocking there. So,
well, the Millers have done a pretty good job of covering Donovan Hamilton so far tonight. He's had a couple good catches, but the coverage has been good on him so far.
Jet motion. And actually run the jet this time. Well defended by the Millers.
Yes, it was.
Ball slipped out, and HSC was able to advance that.
Yeah, the ball carrier was Clayton Wilkie, I believe. No, it was Jalen Alexander, and then ended up in the hands of Jack Osiki.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened there.
I did not see the ball come loose, but all of a sudden I noticed that Osiki had the ball, and I'm going, whoa. Results in a first down for the Royals at the 27-yard line.
It's heartbreaking for a defense to get a turnover and probably get them stopped on downs, but yet the fumble actually works in the favor of the team that fumbled. Yeah, HSC stays in double tight set, looking to run off that left side.
Jalen Alexander, he's got a hole. He's got one to beat. And the Millers managed to stop Jalen Alexander at the 45-yard line.
It's almost a 30-yard gain there.
I think that was that Zach Lee who got him? Let's take a look there. He had one man to beat, and had he not beat him, it would have been all over. He'd had 6. Brantman in the backfield now. Hand off to him. Round the left side again. He's got some running room, and he's down to almost the 35 or 36. So he picks up about 9 yards on that play, close to 10.
Yeah, it's kind of the same play off the left side. Our corner there has to be in the run game, and Max Miller dove and just missed the tackle. He's got to score him up and get his pads on him.
Eli Brantman, the senior running back.
I believe they're going back to the same formation, same look.
A.Z. Wallace is the ball carrier now.
Austin Hastings on the tackle there. They did pick up the first down.
Wallace is a sophomore running back, a 5'11", 198 pounds. One thing for the Royals is they've got a lot of upperclassmen, but they have a very good supporting cast among the underclassmen who will take their place over the next couple of years.
Looking to run off the right side this time, I believe.
Another first down. Here goes Alexander around the side. He's got enough. Well, he's got enough for another first down, Sean.
Yeah, there's a holding call again. The Royals have really been hurt by penalties tonight. They get to that edge, and there's been 3 or 4 really big holding calls that have kind of stifled their drives. They're not looking to throw the ball too much. They like to run the ball, but when you get behind the sticks like this, first and 20, second and 15, it's a little tougher on you. But that was a big call out on the edge there.
Looks like the foul was committed at about the 33, so that'll put it back to where are they going to put it?
It's first and 19. I'd say it's pretty accurate, which again gets you a little off schedule. You're running the ball 6, 7, 8 yards a pop, and first and 19. If you still believe you're going to be able to get 6, 7, 8 yards, you can continue to just do what you're doing. But
Jalen Alexander in the backfield with Ty Bradle, 2 wideouts to the right.
Again, staying in that double tight formation. Looking to run the ball off the right side. They're not really disguising
Alexander with the ball. He's got a hole. He's still on his feet. He gets down to almost the 30. He picks up about 10 yards on that play, Sean. Nice run there by Alexander.
See what HSC's doing here. Just double tight, whichever side the back's on. They're just running the other way, and they're getting a hat on a hat, and they're just winning the battles. Second and 7. Again, here they go. Looks like they're going to run off the left side if they keep on doing what they've been doing.
Alexander with it, runs to the left. He's got the first down and more, still on his feet to the 10-yard line. Great second effort there by Jalen Alexander for the Royals.
Alexander does a really wonderful job of getting skinny through those holes. As you can see here on the replay, you can see him at the line of scrimmage, what we'd call getting skinny. They're pulling 2 linemen, running a counter. Just getting skinny, and then he really runs with power and finishes his runs.
Yes, he does. And if it hadn't been for number 5, Jordan Sharp, there'd have been 6 points on the board. And we've got an injury timeout, so while we got that, let's remind you that Gaylor Electric has the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylor Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, along with reliable insights, all fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. You need physical therapy? Well, if you're struggling with an ache or a pain, it won't go away with rest, ice, or over-the-counter medications. You may benefit from seeing a physical therapist for an evaluation. Individuals may schedule a physical therapy appointment without a doctor's referral. For more information, visit ecommunity.com/sports.
All right, Royals are coming back out, staying in that same formation, double tight, single back. They're going to shift the back more than likely to one side or the other, and they'll run right.
First and goal from the 10.
They've kind of done the same thing this whole drive. And
Bradle hands it to A.Z. Wallace. Wallace still on his feet. He's down to about the 2 or 3.
You really respect the team, and I respect the coach that's not afraid to run the same play over and over. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, well, the problem the Millers have had tonight, Sean, is they've just had a difficult time getting the tackle made. I mean, they're making contact with the Royals runners, but just not able to finish the deal, and they have to take 2 or 3 times to do it. Here's Jalen Alexander. He's into the end zone on a 2-yard touchdown run.
That's just really a football team that understands when they line up, when they look where the defense is, they all know their jobs. They look up, they know this is my guy, this is my guy, this is what I'm trying to do, and they execute. It's a team that buys in and believes and knows what they're supposed to do.
So this will be Carter Goot coming in to attempt the extra point.
HSC looking to go up 21-0.
That one looks good from here. It is good. So with 6:56 remaining here in the third quarter. Now, Royals 21, Millers nothing. Since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, Our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or visit our website, www.cchalaw.com. Church, Hiddle, and Antrim. Jamie Carmesino with Carpenter Realtors is a full-service hometown realtor who's committed to helping you navigate this real estate market. You have questions about buying or selling your home? Well, call Carmo for help today at 317-490-3735. That's Carpenter Realtors, Jamie Carmesino. I'm Brad Silbert along with Sean Blades. Royals out to a 21-0 lead here. They held the ball for just about half, well, a little bit, what is it, about?
A little over 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 4 seconds here from the opening kickoff, and Carter Goot is going to have another kickoff here for the Royals.
Yeah, I believe that drive was 100% on the run. I can't recall a pass. But
no, there wasn't. You're correct. Miller's bringing it right up the middle, going to be getting out to about the 25, about a 20-yard kickoff return for the Millers. Blake Widget with that return, so the Millers will take over.
We got a block in the back, and we also got an injured Royal there at the end of the play.
Can't tell who the injury is on there.
I think it's a cramp, the way they're reacting.
Yeah.
I saw the hit after, right toward the end of the play, possibly late. But the kid, I believe, just may have a cramp or two. But there was a holding call at around.
It's going to put the Millers back 10 yards.
Yeah, it's half the distance, or I think. I don't know. It's going to be about the 13-yard line. Yeah, I think the kid's good. I think he just cramped up a little bit. Hopped right up there, number 15, Mason Alexander for the Royals. Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, Alexander's typically a special teams player for the Royals. So Millers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Staying in the double tight T.
Mm-hmm. Hughes under center. Hands it off right up the middle. Royals had that one figured out. Looks like they're going to give him a couple yards on that, but...
Yeah, that's that quick hitter inside dive play they worked on to try to counter the slanting interior lineman, but we got plenty of guys second level that time, but we don't get through first level. It really don't matter what we do second level.
Hughes hands the ball off to Widget once again. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage if he gained anything at all. No, there's going to be no gain on that one. Met at the line of scrimmage and got absolutely nothing beyond that. So that'll make it 3rd and 8 from the 15. Going to pass. That one is complete.
It's a nice throw, nice catch there.
Yes. I believe that might be the first complete pass of the game. That went to Brewer, I believe, Aiden Brewer.
Yeah, Hughes was rolling out away from his body and threw a really nice pat ball to Brewer, who was double covered and came down with the ball. Brewer's legit. He's a dynamic weapon if you can get him out in the open field.
Needed to get to the 23, made it to the 24. Another running play.
Yeah, got about 5.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 on that one. Cole Earlywine in on the tackle for the Royals.
I think Earlywine, I think his dad is the one that's been helping you some with the IFA games. He's good, isn't he?
Yes, he does. He does a great job.
Yeah, he does. He announces for their team. Mm-hmm. It's annoying when you're the other team, but that just means he's doing a good job, right?
Yeah.
But I listened to him with you, and he does a wonderful job. Yeah,
he's almost as knowledgeable as my partner tonight. Not quite.
Okay, let's not get carried away here. Yeah. I'm gonna guess he's a little better than
you're a cut above everybody, Sean.
Seriously. Hey, Logan Schaffner got loose on the trap play.
Is he going to go all the way, or is he going to? No, he's going to be down at about the 30. Nice run. Biggest play of the game so far for the Millers. Schaffner goes out of bounds right about the, I think they're going to put him at about the 28-yard line. Take a look at this play, Sean.
Yeah, just simple trap, finally squirted through. 15 Mason Alexander chases him down. Kind of wish that cramp would have held on just a little longer.
Yeah.
He's fast. All right, Miller's got something brewing now.
Best field position of the night so far for the Millers also.
They are mixing it up here, going to a shotgun look, more of a single wing look. Let's see what they pull out of this. Play clock's down under 5. They're still getting the play. Looks a little confused. Just a direct snap to Schaffner. He's going to pick up about 4. Little wrinkle.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how everybody goes no huddle these days, but a lot of teams still take that play clock down pretty deep.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the Millers' case here, there's only 4:25 left in this quarter, so a little sense of urgency here also. Handoff inside.
Yeah.
That time Widget goes nowhere.
Yeah, your defensive end there.
Yeah. Dominic Burgett was in there.
Burgett is legit there and held his ground and played that just, like you want your defensive end to play. Just strung it out and wasn't going to let him go either gap. And
so it's 3rd and 8 from the 27. Definitely 4-down territory for the Millers here.
This is typically where you'll see a passing play. You'll see some kind of a play action pass or something in the flats. Brewer was releasing. Going to run a corner route with Aiden.
Did he come down with it?
No, they are going to call interference.
It was intended for Brewer.
Hey, I'm as much of a Miller as anybody, but I don't know that was interference. But
looked like pretty good coverage, but we'll take a look at the replay here.
They ain't going to change the call, Brad, I'll tell you.
Oh, no, it won't. Definitely won't change the call. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, you just throwing it up to give him a chance. And number 8 for HSC there, Cole early one.
Yeah.
I feel like he had pretty good coverage, but the ref on this side of the contact thought he saw something.
So that'll be half the distance to the goal. Normally that would be a 15-yard penalty. So the Millers with their best field position of the night at the 13-yard line, 1st and goal. 3:33 remaining here in the third quarter, only the second possession of the quarter. Run right up the middle once again.
Which is running really hard, picks up 4 or 5. We haven't seen him run the keep play yet, Brad, where, they'll fake the trap, fake the power, and then, Husey will keep it around the end. I think they Sharper usually looks at those outside edge setters, Gastineau and 85, I believe, or whoever that is up top, 35. And he must not be seeing something that makes him feel like that play is going to be there.
Once again I believe that was Widget once again.
Yeah, they got a punch thrown there. I know the flag thrown at Hughes. Yeah, I think an HSE player actually threw a punch at Logan Schaffner. He's getting ejected. I saw that one.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
And he is being ejected.
Yeah, he threw a punch. I saw it.
Yeah, I saw that happen too. There's no excuse for that.
Coach Kelly will not be happy with that.
No, he will not.
And he will see it on film, and he'll
Looks
understand.
like Griffin Haas is going to the bench.
Well, he's one of their best players.
Yeah, that's a big loss on the defense for the Royals. But again, there's just no excuse for that kind of activity on the field. But the thing you don't know is if it was possibly in retaliation. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but
he tried to punch Logan Schaffner. There's no way Logan Schaffner ever does anything wrong, Brad. This is where the referee really should walk over and tell Coach Kelly exactly what happened, just so Coach can know. And these are kids, and you want to try to correct them and build them up. So
1st and goal from the 2.
Sticking with that power play, we're going to get in this time.
Are they going to get in? Yes, they do.
Millers are turning the tide a little bit here. Here's the light show. I like to see a fight, though. You're down 21-0. Coming off of 4 or 5 losses in a row. It's easy for a team to quit, but that team didn't quit. You can see on the blocking there, and A lot of effort, a lot of pride. And
I think that was Schaffner who got that, wasn't it?
no, I believe that was Widget off the right side, yeah. Schaffner was lead blocking, though.
The all-important extra point coming up.
Snap down, holds down.
It is good. 2:41 remaining here in the third quarter. Now, Royals 21, Millers 7.
We have an update on that Westfield Avon score by chance?
Well, while you're looking for an update there, let me remind you that Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design build firm that provides the highest quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facility to how we can serve you better. So whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business. Not much of summer left, but take back that backyard. No more bug spray, no more bites. Enjoy a mosquito-free summer with our barrier spray treatment. Our treatment is safe for pets and people, but deadly for mosquitoes. Family owned with dependable service. Contact us at 317-402-5890. That's MosquitoMastersIndy.com.
Westfield score is still 7-7, but Westfield just recovered a fumble. So we'll see what happens there. And Ben Davis, Carmel are tied at 7.
Royals with the return, initially bobbled there.
That's Mason Alexander again. Picked it up, and boy, he's got some wheels. But yeah, that's a really good coverage by Millers, and momentum shift. And we'll see if HSC can respond here and put a drive together. And if Millers somehow stop them here, this game could really take a change. It's
yes, it could.
Interesting to see Avon competing. I think I was talking to one of y'all this morning. You didn't think that Avon would compete well. I thought they would. I think Coach Bless is going to get them turned around down there.
Yeah, Westfield just scored. Scores 14-7. The Rocks.
There's no easy games in the HCC.
No, there
isn't.
And I really believe with situation with Carmel and Center Grove out of the MIC, we got the best conference in the state for football. There's
no doubt about it.
No question. Big stop there on first down. Millers are playing with a little more energy, a little more edge.
Eli Brantman with no gain on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 16.
HSC staying in the double tight set.
Both teams scored on their initial possession here. Right up the middle once again.
Again, that's where HSC could hit you in any gap.
Eli Brantman with that ball. He gets about 5 or 6 yards, ends up with about a 3rd and 4 from, call it the 22 or 23.
The Royals really have options at the running back position. They got some good running backs that have different tools in their tool bag, and they all run really hard. There's the jet motion. Again, we're just going to run off the left side. And again, the initial contact's there, but running back's legs just keep moving. And
Eli Brantman once again got the first down by about a half a yard, but does move the chains as we are down to 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Both teams have scored here in this quarter. Royals kept it for about 5 minutes. The Millers kept it for about 4 minutes to get their scores. Both were long drives. Pass complete. Oh, incomplete. I thought Donovan Hamilton had that one.
Ball was a little low, but I'm sure Donovan would tell you he should come up with that.
In the third quarter with 5:26 left to go in the third quarter, Fishers 14, Franklin Central 6.
Another tough game.
Royals will be on the road at Franklin Central next week.
That means Brownsburg's playing Zionsville tonight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2nd and 10. HSC staying in that double tight look. Just run the ball.
Brantman once again with the carry. This time he gets about 3.
Well, he never goes down with first contact. That kid's a hard runner.
Yes.
You can see one thing here is this Noblesville defense after that score is really playing tough out there.
Yeah, they're a little more scrappy, a little more pep.
Yeah, they got a little pep in their step.
30 seconds remaining here in the third. Royals will have to run another play here before the end of the quarter. 3rd and 7. See what Bradle does here.
I'll throw the ball.
Option up. Nice catch by Donovan Hamilton.
I mean,
he could catch anything you throw at him.
Good coverage.
Boy, did he skied for that one.
He's legit.
Watch Hamilton here as he Bradle threads the needle to him. Not too many players can go up that high and make that catch, and boy, he came down pretty hard there at the 40, Sean.
And Bradle knew where to put the ball. It was a really good throw and into what looks like good coverage.
That's going to be, well, no, they're going to.
Somebody blew a whistle. Somebody blew a whistle.
Yeah, there was a whistle blown, and I think they're saying that the quarter was over. Let's see what they say here. I heard that whistle too, Sean, and so I thought they got the snap off before the quarter ended. Now, the officials are talking this over at the 40-yard line.
It's the back judge's call, I believe. So if he didn't blow the whistle, then whoever blew it shouldn't have blown it. But either way, inadvertent whistle, there's no play. Yeah.
You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Who was center row playing?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State.
Whistle. So we got a first down here with an untimed down because of inadvertent whistle. And the Royals
Bradle puts the ball up. He's got Hamilton down there.
I feel like he was,
no flag.
His jersey was being held the entire way.
Yeah. I'm surprised there wasn't a flag thrown on that.
No, I think that jersey was holding itself. As a Miller fan, I think just needs to iron his clothes a little better. All right. Well, there, I guess that's the end of the third quarter, Brad.
So
again,
officially now, the third quarter is over. The one untimed play.
They ran 4 seconds off the clock.
Yeah.
Now they got to switch sides.
They got to switch sides. They should put the clock back to 12 minutes, and we should take the end of the quarter break. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Well, the game clock has got 11:56. We're not sure exactly what happened here, but there was a 10-yard penalty assessed. Now they have got reset it to 12. So bottom line is it's 1st and 10 for the Royals at the Millers 45. Nice run there by the Royals. I believe that was
Clayton Wilkie on the jet sweep. He found a seam and got about 12, 14 yards there.
Picks up 12.
Royals have a lot of options, the guys that can run the ball.
I don't think you're going to see the Royals put this ball up in the air much here.
Another little unique formation. Tight left. There's that jet motion again.
Once again to Wilkie.
So I feel like they just have different guys that do different things well. So they're in the game. They run specific plays for them. And
Wilkie gains 3 on the play. Goes out of bounds at the 30.
Real sense of urgency right now with the Royals. Are trying to really speed things up. They're going to run the ball off the left side here, I believe.
Got a whistle before the play.
Sometimes you're in too big of a hurry, you don't get lined up right.
Illegal procedure on the Royals. That's going to cost him 5, and instead of being 2nd and 7, be 2nd and 12 back from the 35.
This is gut check time for the Millers. I mean, they've given up a few big plays here. Defense has to either find a way to stop them here and not let them score, or if HSC is able to get a touchdown here, it kind of takes the air out of any momentum the Millers had. I think HSC knows that. Here they go running again to the tight end side.
Clayton Wilkie with the ball. Or was that Alexander?
That's 39.
Oh, there was Eli Brantman, excuse me.
Yeah, he is a tough runner.
Royals quickly up to the line. Brantman once again inside the 10, gets about 4 or 5.
Brantman gets hit at the line of scrimmage and gains 5 yards. It's just a difference in physicality right now.
And Sean, this is the 3rd possession of the half.
No.
Royals had it first for about 7 or 8 minutes, then went back and forth. Second and about 5 or 6 from the 8.
Wallace in the backfield now for the Royals. They just keep rotating guys through.
Over to Wilkie. Can he get into the end zone? He does.
He does. Really nice block out there by
so Clayton Wilkie
Hamilton
with an 8-yard pass.
That's the thing with the Royals. They're a team that can hit you anywhere at any time. I mean, they've got weapons, and they can get the ball to any part of the field and try to expose places where they think they have an advantage. They do a wonderful job of it.
Carter Good in for the extra point. It's up. Good. Fielded by the ball boy back there. Made a nice catch. So with 10 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the 4th, it's now the Royals 28, the Millers 7. Want to be part of a cutting-edge business? Bastion Solutions is hiring. Voted one of the best places to work in Indiana. We're a growing team making an impact on the community and the world. As a Toyota Advanced Logistics company, Bastion Solutions is committed to our employees, offering a comprehensive benefit package and a career growth potential. We're recruiting for our corporate headquarters in Carmel and our manufacturing facilities in Westfield and Greenfield. So apply now at bastionsolutions.com. Remember, when we work, the world works. Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specializes in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Remember to follow them on Facebook. Westfield ahead of Avon now 21-7. That's late in the 3rd quarter.
Westfield starting to stretch that one out a little bit.
Jack Russell and Craig Atkins with that call.
Coach Gilbert's been trying to get his team healthy all year and been battling, but once he's healthy, he's got a lot of kids that got some experience, and we got players out of bounds on the far side of the field, and flags are down.
Millers took that ball at the 1 and ended up getting out to about the 14 or 15.
Curious to see what this call is. Both players were out of bounds, 3 or 4 yards onto HSC sidelines and scuffling around a little bit. I think it's going to be against the Millers. Personal foul.
Yeah, he doesn't foul off, no offsetting fouls there, so that'll be half the distance to the goal from the 14, so that'll put it back at the 7.
That's just frustration. You're getting frustrated, and you're a senior.
These two teams have had a rivalry through the years.
Rivalry, huh? Well, let's see what the Millers do starting at the 7-yard line. I think the last time the Millers won this game was 2018. It's always been a real tough opponent for the Millers.
Well, you know, Sean, you were talking about the HCC versus the MIC, and, you know, a lot of people have maintained for a lot of years that the HCC, even before the loss of Carmel and Center Grove from the MIC, overall is one of the best conferences in the state. And you know, you and I obviously, you know, agree with that. But a lot of competition, great competition here in many different sports. Hughes in the backfield scrambling.
Yeah,
he's going to run. He's trying to get out of bounds. He does get out of bounds.
He had Gage Golly out of the backfield, open up the right side. Just wasn't able to see him. Can bring up a 3rd and 7. Yeah, it is. Definitely now it's the best conference. The mix was stacked pretty heavily, and a lot of state champions coming out of there. But
yes,
top to bottom, the HCC has always been good for many years now, and especially now.
Well, you know, these teams just kind of beat up on each other, to coin a phrase, and a lot of good competition. You know, a lot of, you know, good for Hamilton County and good for all over the Indianapolis area. Millers are going to call a timeout.
A little confusion on the play call and formation, I think.
So let us remind you that Noblesville Trophies offers you a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391. Check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Sean, let's talk about one of your favorite topics here for just a minute or two, the Indiana Elementary Football Association. We'll have a game tomorrow here. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, at 6 o'clock over at Westfield, and the end of the regular season. And it's been an interesting season for the IEFA.
Yeah, it's week 9, final week before the playoffs. Avon is going to be at Westfield, battle for playoff positioning. Center Grove has won the league, number 1 seed, by beating my Grinders last week. Grinders will be playing at Mudsock, which is the HSC Fishers combined team that we'll be playing them for the 2-3 seed. And it's been a good season for the IFA. It's been great having games on Hamilton County TV. We're just trying to continue to build our league and get it better and just create opportunities. You know, as Millers are going to have to punt here after the incompletion. You know, Brad, you've been around a long time like me, and travel baseball, AAU basketball, these things have kind of taken over sports, and some may say, you know, great ways, negative ways. I have my opinions, but community football in the IFA is one of the rare things left, you know. And,
yes, it is.
And to have community-based teams that represent a high school and kids from your community, it's rare. And we love the league. We want to continue to grow it, and we want to, you know, you see it, and you talk about the HCC and the MIC, and that's kind of the focus of our league is teams from those communities. And a lot of those kids, we see kids this year that you're going to be seeing in 4 or 5 years. And
yeah.
I look at here and I hear the names coming off of HSC side and Noblesville side, the names that are making plays tonight. We're in that league. And
well, I know I can speak for myself and also speak for Perry on this, that we've thoroughly enjoyed doing those games. It is really fun to watch those youngsters and just see how they develop. And, you know, we've commented a couple times in the game, you know, come 4, 5, 6 years, these kids are going to be on the varsity field on Friday night.
Yeah, that's the hope. And we just tried, our goals are simple. Teach them to block, teach them to tackle, teach them to love football. That's it, those 3 things. And And we do a lot of character development stuff in there as well with our team. And
Bradle putting the ball up over the head of Donovan Hamilton. Chris Degney had the coverage for the Millers.
And Brad, just youth football, high school football, let's be honest, this is a tool. This is a tool to build young men or women and just to make people better people, learn how to work together, learn how to be good teammates and honest, loyal, high-character people. So whether it's this level or not, we get lost and perspective gets lost. We think everyone's going to be an NFL player.
No doubt about it.
IHSAA, most of these sports is a tool just to build character and build young lives to become good adults. And
Royals try to run the ball there. That was Clayton Wilkie with the ball.
Millers really need a stop here and really got to get something going. It's going to be 3rd and 10 from the 42. Got them where you want them. HSC's got the play in. They're going to run tight left. We got double tight again. Got twins right, so tight trips right. Single running back again is 39. That's Eli Brantman. I need to remember his name. He might be my favorite player I've seen this year.
He's a good one.
Oh, he's
got the ball.
He hates being tackled. He thinks that's kind of.
He's going to get the first and more. He's going to be down to the 20-yard line. And the Millers have got a man down. The tackler on that play, I didn't see who that was on the tackler.
5'9", 180-pound senior Brantman, and you see he's not just a power runner. Look at those feet.
Yeah.
Look at those feet.
He was stopped a couple times and just kept going and turning and twisting and that right back to him once. No, that's not Brantman.
That's Brantman again.
Is it again?
Yeah. He got one-on-one with the corner and he finished the run. He's got the whole package.
7 or 8 yards there.
Boy, that kid's special. I like him a lot.
Yeah, and the Royals are in the red zone again.
Double tight. Single running back.
Keeping it on the ground. There's a flag on the play.
Got a holding call.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a hold there.
It's like 74 took a.
Yeah, it looks like
took a Miller to the ground and kind of held him there. I don't know exactly what the call
Styles
is.
Prescott, I believe, going to be called for the hold. You could almost tell by his reaction when he.
What a great
when
name.
He let him go.
Styles Prescott. What a great name. 6'6", 270, junior.
You know, the best football name I've ever had in all the years I've done football. Hamilton Southeastern about 20 years ago had a kid on the team by the name of Joe Bonebreak.
Bonebreak?
Bonebreak.
That sounds
Bonebreak with the tackle.
Wow. I grew up in Oklahoma. That sounds like a good Native American name right there. Yeah. I like that.
That'll make it 2nd and 14. 7:30 remaining. Bradle going to go to the air. He's got it up there. Hamilton is out there.
Bradle was hit really hard as he released it by Gavin Kenyon.
But good sportsmanship there on the part of Kenyon. He helped Bradle up.
Yeah, I'd have left him there. They can have sportsmanship after the games. We're too nice sometimes.
In the third quarter, Ben Davis and Carmel are tied now 14-14. Kind of the way we thought the game might go with those two teams.
Wow. Coach Simmons having a pretty good year. Ben Davis putting up a lot of points.
Yes, he is. Timeout on the field has been called by the Millers. That'll be their second timeout.
I'm sorry, that's in the fourth quarter.
Fourth, okay.
Just started the fourth.
Well, Sean, we're going to carry some of the playoff games, I understand, here on Hamilton County Television for the IEFA. Tell us a little bit about how the playoffs are set up. How is it seeded, drawn, or how are they set up?
Well, it is seeded. There's 10 teams in our league this year, so what we're going to do is after tomorrow's games, the seedings will be set 1 through 10, and then there'll be a 7-10 and an 8-9 game that'll have to take place Tuesday or Wednesday night this week. It's a weekday game, kind of a play-in game, if you will. Then next Saturday there'll be 4 playoff games, 1-8, 2-7, 3-6, 4-5, that type of deal. And those will all be hosted by the higher seed, and then that'll be on October 8th. We know we'll be here. We'll either be a 2 or a 3 seed playing home, and then the next week will be a semi-state, which is both those games are played on the same field on the 15th, and the championship game will be on the 22nd. So should shake out to be pretty good.
Bradle drops back.
They had a good screen set up there, but the ball just came off the hands of 28 there.
That's
Carson Wilkie.
Clayton Wilkie.
Clayton Wilkie. Yeah, they had it set up a little bit, and looks like HSC's going to go for a long field goal here. It's going to be about a 43-yarder.
43-yarder from Carter Goot.
Has he got this, Brad? What's he got? I'd like to tell you.
He's got a good leg. We'll have to see. He's got almost no wind out there, kicking from the left hash mark.
I don't know who the holder is.
Boy, he's got the length.
What a kick.
He has got it. Carter Goot with a 43-yard field goal.
That's good stuff right there. You don't see a lot of 40-yard field goals in high school football. So that was legit. That was a really, really nice play.
So now the Royals have gone up 31-7.
Still
with
within
7:23 remaining here.
We just need 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions in 7 minutes, Brad.
Okay, Coach Blades, how do you do that in 7 minutes and 23 seconds?
I don't know. Have to go to put a cheat code in or something. I don't know what we can do here. Well, we'll see how the Millers respond. I know next week the Millers are going to, it doesn't get any easier. We go on the road to Brownsburg, number 1 team in the state right now.
Yeah.
I think HSC has Franklin Central next
Correct,
week.
but that's at Franklin Central.
And then, like you said, that week 9 game is HSC in Brownsburg. Do you know where that game is this year?
That's at Hamilton Southeastern.
Okay, that'll be a heck of a game if
it will.
If everybody holds serve, and you might be looking at 2 8-0 teams going into that. And I don't know which sectional is HSC in this year?
HSC is in sectional 3 this year with 2 teams out of Fort Wayne for the first time, with Fishers, and then I believe it's Homestead, and I think it might be Northrop out of Fort Wayne. Right from the goal line, got a head of steam there, gets out to about the 25-yard line.
It's Schaffner.
Schaffner with the return. Nice return there.
I believe we're in a sectional. Noblesville's in with, I think, Westfield,
Carmel, and Zionsville, yes.
You know, a couple years ago, we were in sectional with Homestead, and I found it real interesting because Homestead was ranked top 10, and I think they were 9-0, and Noblesville was 1-8, and we should have beat them. We had them all the way to the final set minutes, and they scored. It just kind of shows again that the strength of the conference versus the rest of the state.
Oh yeah. The level of competition. You know, so many times we look at teams from different areas of the state, and I've seen instances where you'll take a team out of Central Indiana. It's maybe we'll take football. You know, maybe like a 7-3, 5-4 team go up against a 7-2 team from other areas, and the other areas just don't have the competition. Hughes going deep. That one's intercepted. No, they're saying incomplete.
Ball hit the ground. Yeah, it's definitely shows when you got the stiffer competition. I hope up in that section, I kind of hope Fishers and HSC don't draw one another because, you would think that'd be a sectional championship game.
Yeah, I was looking at some stuff today, and in that, let me see if I've got it here. I had some information on that sectional.
Is that 58 that's down, or I can't?
Yes, it is 58.
Is that Michael Bennett?
Yeah.
He's not on here.
Yeah, it's 58. Michael is 58.
Okay, let's hope Michael's okay.
Yeah, in looking at sectional 3 right now, overall, you got the Royals in there at 6-0, Homestead at 3-3, Fishers at 4-2, and Fort Wayne Northrop at 1-5. And wouldn't it be a heck of a note if Southeastern and Fishers both had a play in Fort Wayne?
Yeah.
What are the odds? You know how that goes.
Bennett looks a little aggravated as he kind of is limping off. I don't know. I don't want to assume what's going on here with him. So,
but then here in sectional 4, you've got Westfield at 3-3, Zionsville 4-2, Carmel at 4-2, and Noblesville at 2-4. So somewhat evenly matched.
Yeah, it could prove to be interesting. Millers are here with 3rd and 4 right now.
But one of the odd things is you look at the Fort Wayne schools, and they've got kind of they've got more 5A schools up there than they have 4A.
Yeah. Good news for Bennett here. I'm just watching him. I love the kid.
Was there I believe there's a fumble on the play. Haven't seen a signal from the referee yet.
Yeah, HSC recovered.
Did HSC recover that? Yes, they did. 6:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter. At this point, I think we can pretty safely say that the Royals are probably going to remain undefeated here.
A score at the end of 3, Westfield 21, Avon 14. For a team that hasn't won a football game this year, Avon's hanging in there, but they give Fishers a battle last week.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they're tough. You know, say Coach Bless is still there. They've always been good. They've had a couple of rough years here, so it's surprising, but not surprised to see them bouncing back a little bit. Royals have made a few substitutions. You're getting a new quarterback in here.
Chandler Weston, a sophomore, is in at quarterback.
Yeah, I watched him last year in the freshman game. He's a pretty good athlete. Number 5 is now running the ball. That's Sam Forrest. So Coach Kelly's getting his young guys some Friday night reps. It's always good to see. As always, there'll be JV tomorrow at HSC at 10. I don't know if they're playing that on Saturdays or Mondays.
Oh, just out of the reach of, I believe Silas Newton was the intended receiver for that for the Royals.
Yeah, he ran a little skinny post. He was open. Ball was just a little out in front of him. Royals are looking to the sideline. Got a whole bunch of signals going over there. 3rd and 4, but again, it's 4-down territory, or shoot, you might kick a field goal. Quarterback actually kept it on the RPO.
Yes, he did.
Time.
It was a nice fake, but Weston kept the ball.
First time all game.
Gained about he didn't gain anything on that, so it's going to be 4th and 4.
Yeah, Bradle never kept it, but he really didn't need to. I think he made the right reads.
No, he didn't. Once again, right up the middle, got some running room. Down to the 10. I believe that was A.Z. Wallace.
Yeah, 33. He's been quite a bit. He's a 5'11" sophomore, 198-pounder. I mean, Coach
Azariah is his given name. They told me one day, just call him AZ. I said, oh, thank you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Rock scored, and they're up 28-14 with 9:21 left to go in the ball game.
Wallace again with the ball. Is he going to be in?
No.
About a yard
just short.
Coach Kelly's been at HSC 3 seasons now, and every year he just keeps reloading and playing well, and you got to really respect the job he's done over there. They've been pretty good for years, Brad. You've been following them; they're up and down. But I'll tell you, just the environment that he creates.
He's created a very good environment.
I was blessed to be on their sidelines last year in the sectional championship when they played Westfield. I went down there with a buddy of mine, L.H. Bond, and Coach Kelly. Like I said, we're friends, so I got to hang around down there with them, and the feeling, the culture, the players' attitudes. Winning's great. Of course, everybody's in a better mood, but you can just tell what he's bred there, and I've seen him talk to his players, and the love and mutual respect is genuine.
Yes.
And that guy is a program leader. I hope he doesn't listen to this. If you're listening, Coach
Wallace
Kelly,
with the ball. Well, I'll tell you, Sean, he will be listening probably in about 3 hours, because after the game tonight, when they get home, the coaches all get together, and they'll watch this game. So
they'll watch Huddle, though. They don't want to listen to us. Great tackle there by Austin Hastings, filling his gap and showing that wrestler in him there. Is a beautiful takedown.
They do get a first down at about the 1 yard line. Wallace, once again, that ball got
what a play.
Wow. I thought Wallace had that ball, Sean.
Good fake in
Great
there.
fake. He had me faked out. Let's take a look at this replay.
It was pass all the way. I
mean,
Great job. Really a nice catch. That's not an easy catch to come down with. That's 43 there, Jack Osiki.
Yeah.
Really made a nice catch with that ball over his shoulder. That wasn't easy.
Weston just put that ball up in the air there, and Osiki just all he had to do was in the right place. Nice pass by Weston, the sophomore quarterback.
Well, 38-7.
So Goot gets one more, and that'll make it 38-7 here at 3:43 mark. Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you best. So whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades AV security team can serve your business better.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. I hear, Brad. I heard that they invented sound, I think.
I heard they're all relatives of Marconi.
Something like that.
And Alexander Graham Bell. And
Tesla and all those guys.
Yeah.
I used to know my stuff with AV, and nowadays it seems like I just know QuickBooks and spreadsheets.
Little bit business.
Whoa, little onside kick trickery. Uh-oh, Coach Kelly's trying to rub it in a little bit. Trying to rub it in over there, Coach.
I don't think that was planned, Sean.
Well, don't defend him. He's a bully right now.
Yeah.
Obviously. I don't know. It looked like it might have just been a missed kick.
Well, Jim Wofford, our executive director producer, said he thought that Goot slipped on that.
Did he?
So
Coach Kelly said probably, hey, pretend you slipped and kick it onside. I know how this drill works.
You Miller fans are all the same, bud.
Fisher's 20, Franklin Central 15 with 2:49 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Jason West has him playing.
He's going to bring him on. I mean, that's a good football team. It's going to be.
Just Schaffner on the trap. Again, Coach Kelly has some JV guys in, which should help the Millers a little bit. I actually texted Coach Kelly on Monday and said, hey, the IHSAA switched things up this week. The JV game's Friday and varsity Saturday, so just bring your JV over. He didn't buy it.
He didn't fall for that one.
That.
Yeah.
He's from Portland, Indiana, so I thought surely he would probably believe me.
He a Jay County graduate?
He's a Jay County boy, yeah. Went to Taylor University.
I'll see Taylor University football tomorrow down at Marion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'll be a good game. I just got a text from Todd Breed, who does everything for the HSC Youth League, been around it for a long time, and giving me a hard time up here. But Todd's great. You don't know how much it takes to run these youth leagues in these cities, and you get on boards and you find out just 2 or 3 guys do everything. So shout out
under
to Todd.
3 minutes.
We've got to play his team tomorrow, though. And Coach McCoy, Tim McCoy over at the Mudsock Knights is a heck of a coach. And he's like me. He's been doing this youth football thing for way too long. Just love it too much. And
well, we've seen Mudsock a couple times this year on Hamilton County Television.
They're good.
They got a pretty good ball team.
They're good. They got a lot of players and well coached. And we got our hands full tomorrow.
Miller's trying to get onto the scoreboard again. Royals trying to keep him out of the zone, but this time they gain about 6 or 7 yards. They'll set up about a second, maybe 3 or 4 from the 18. 2:15 remaining in this one.
Battle of the border up there in northern Hamilton County. Hamilton Heights 42, Tipton 7.
Wow.
3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and that's always a dogfight. I can tell you they do not like each other.
I can remember back in the hometown television days going up to Hamilton Heights and to Tipton and doing basketball up there, and boy, was that a rivalry on the basketball court.
Miller's running power left.
Once again to the left.
They're trying to punch it in one more time, and HSC's again, got all their backups in. We're trying to get it in there and get a little confidence going, I suppose, for next week.
Millers do get a first down. They're at the 11-yard line. Clock down to about 1:30. Right up the middle once again. Still going, down to about the 2-yard line.
The kid never quits.
Won't be quite enough for a first down, but it'll put him at the 2-yard line with a 2nd and 1 and 2 yards to pay dirt.
Carmel just scored a touchdown. They're ahead 21-14.
Is there a fumble there?
Left.
Yep, HSC
fumble, and it looks like the Royals have got the ball.
I'm sure Coach Kelly's smiling there. To be honest, when you're in this situation, you're putting your backups in, and the other team doesn't. Kind of gets under your skin a little bit, you know. You're kind of thinking, we're both kind of trying to build our programs, get other guys in on Friday night. You're choosing not to, and I'm sure that makes them feel good to get a turnover there. Millers want to get something positive working. I understand that, but at the same time, you'd like to maybe make sure your number ones don't get hurt and you get some of your other guys in.
Oh, definitely.
Just my opinion. What do I know?
Well, you've been a coach for a lot of years, Sean.
Yeah. If I coach high school, though, I'd be 0-10 every year. I know my limitations. Once Doc Holliday said, my hypocrisy only goes so far.
No doubt about it. Weston still in at quarterback. He keeps the ball.
He fumbled.
Is there a fumble? And it looks like the Millers have got it right back. Yes, they do. So they're going to have another chance to try to put some more points on the board here, Sean. And 2 plays and 2 turnovers here at the end of the game.
Here comes the starters back.
So the Millers will take over with 1st and goal. Rather, 1st and 10. No, wait a second.
1st and goal from the 6. You know, HSC could took it
they
there too.
They have not moved the chains.
When you got your backups in, you might as well run some plays.
They have to reset the chains here. They haven't reset them.
It's on the 6-yard line.
It's 1st and goal from the 6. They don't need the chains. They just got
that's
the box.
right. Yeah, yep, you're right. My mistake. Millers try running over to the right side.
Going to be about a yard short.
Widget had the ball. They're putting it right at the 1-yard line. 40 seconds remaining. 33 seconds on the play clock. So 2nd and goal from the 1. Here they go again. This time they're in. It's Gully with the touchdown. So the Millers get 6 more points. It's their first score since the early part of the 3rd quarter, the latter part of the 3rd quarter.
Well, congratulations. Paterno on for the PAT. Kid's a good kicker. Boot it through there, Jack.
Paterno puts it up.
Good kick.
It's good. So with 28.4 ticks remaining, now Royals 38. Noblesville Millers 14.
Brad, 3 onside kicks, 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions. We're going to overtime.
Ever optimistic, Sean. What can you say? Royals brought quite a few fans here to the game tonight.
They travel well. Good spirit. Always had good spirit. I've been to many Royal games over the years, and I know you've been a Royal for a long, long time. And you guys got great athletic directors. I love Jim Self and Greg Habagger, and HSC is a special school district. They sure have grown.
Oh, yeah.
I got a bunch of HSC guys on my coaching staff with, Chris Sorrells and Adam Stevenson and some of the legends from the day back there.
Yeah.
They've definitely had a lot of people come through, and Went from a 1A, 2A school all the way up to 2 6A schools.
Yes, they did. And I moved to Fishers in 1989, and the population of the community was about 7,500. 6 schools in the district. Now there's 23 schools.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And about 22,000 students. Royals take the ball from about the 10-yard line. Got an opening there down the sideline.
That kid's quick.
Finally goes out of bounds. I believe that's Mason Alexander with the ball. That's yes, it is.
Sophomore DB. He's been on making some plays tonight on special teams, on defense. He's a good athlete, very quick kid, and future looks bright for Coach Kelly.
Well, quite often you'll see either him or Jalen Alexander on punt or kick return plays. So Royals will take over at their own 47-yard line with 19.9 seconds remaining. And I would assume that Ty Bradle is out there, and he will probably take a knee to end this one.
Hey, Brad, you ever heard of a guy named Eric Osborne from HSC?
Oh, yes. I know Eric very well, know his family well.
Somebody said his name. I've never heard of him. I didn't know if you knew who he was or not.
Oh, yeah. He's a legendary basketball player. His sister Courtney was also a great basketball player.
Basketball? I thought he was a baseball player.
Yeah. He was a baseball player also. Sean, your thoughts on the game?
I'm glad it's over. HSC's really good, and Noblesville's got a lot to work on. Going to be an interesting season, and happy for Coach Kelly, but I'm disappointed for my Millers. I thought it was back and forth, but the tougher team and the team that executed better came out on top.
Well, thank you for being here with us tonight. Thanks to Perry for being here, and we'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA 6A football on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors: Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, Bastion Solutions, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Realtor, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, Blades Audio Video Security, the Hamilton County Bicentennial Committee, Hamilton County Reporter, and the Mosquito Masters of Indianapolis. On behalf of our technical crew of Jim Wofford and Lucas Lacone, our other folks, Perry Williams, Sean Blades, I'm Brad Silbert. Good night from Beaver Stadium.